Hi, I'm Chirag Rangholia. I'm the co-founder and CTO of LaMaquina. And LaMaquina, basically our agenda and the idea is to develop the protocol where we are introducing how automation can actually develop or push the construction and manufacturing models into more bespoke, adaptive and localized production model. The idea is basically to bridging the gap between the new design aesthetics with the fabrication system. I'm here at Formnex at the CEAD booth with Polymaker team to introduce the meeting booth that we designed and developed. The design has been also developed, derived as a concept, considering also the material that we were using. So the material that we are using is a technical polymer which has a marble finish. So you can see the design is like an unfinished marble, where you have the smooth surface and then you have the rough surfaces that kind of mimicking how the marble is in process, when it is breaking down into the pieces. So yeah, this is the kind of a modular system where you have a press fit details and the whole design. This is why I'm saying, the introducing the new design logic for the fabrication technology where it can be more mobile and adaptive to the different spaces and events. When we first get an idea or the brief about doing this meeting room, the first thing came our mind is that how we can make the design which is more agile to the space, and also it can function in a way to create the boundaries, where you can actually have the meeting in a busy, chaotic, loud spaces. So the idea was like, okay, we work with the certain dimensions to follow in a certain way, where the walls are kind of blocking the volume, plus the space, the cavity between the walls is also kind of blocking the sound, acting as acoustic element. And all the details that you see about the bench and the tables are kind of putting the whole walls together. So you see that there is a dowel system that is introduced, as you can see in the joint, and they are placed together, which is creating the complete self-standing solution, which is easily like assemble and disassemble, and you can move it around. So it can be also compacted in terms of the packaging. So there are all these technical aspects we have to consider in order to design it. And talking about the design, as I already explained, it came also from the material that we were receiving. So the material, the idea of using the recycled material is also pushing the concept of sustainability and circularity, and having this effect of marble as an aesthetic inspired us to design which is more kind of working with the real marble, So that is the aesthetic that we are trying to integrate in the design. In LaMaquina, we've been working a lot with different flagship projects. So one of the most important project that we are doing is the Deportienda, which is basically the store, merchandise store for Deportivo A Coruña, which is the football team based in north of Spain, in Galicia, which is quite an interesting project in a way, because this is the project where we are combining the data. So we started to collect the data before demolishing the store. Based on the data, we started to design the space. So it's kind of the concept has been derived as a data-driven design, And then with the process of how we are producing, like the design is also inspired from the city, because the store is in front of the sea. So the design has been inspired as a waves, which is kind of representing the city and the culture. So that is an interesting project. Then we have another project that we are working is for the Japanese restaurant in Kuwait. So the whole design has been also inspired as the Japanese the craft, the pattern that they work with, and that has been implemented in the design to create this wall panel cladding system. So the whole restaurant will be cladded with these elements. And the focus is also to see how we can introduce the projects or the products like this, where you don't have to it can adapt to different spaces and different functions, no? So the idea is to be more collaborative with different designers and architects to introduce different furniture, objects, bespoke elements, this kind of stuff. LaMaquina exists since last 10 years, and we started with the different technology, working at a small scale machines, and working with the sector of retail and hospitality. The time is the key. So every time we have to make sure that the project is delivered on time, and because of all these factors, we need to think about a technology that can give us the flexibility and the working in a different scale altogether, and this is where the idea of doing the robotic 3D printing with the CEAD technology has arrived, because the CEAD technology, the collaboration now, it's almost 5 years that we are working with together, and working with the CEAD is making kind of more reliable. So my experience when I started building my own 3D printer at a small scale was like 12 years ago. Then every time you have to tweak, so now the technology itself has reached to that level of maturity where it has a industrial scale applications, and it's more reliable, So the CEAD technology that we are doing all the projects, it's constantly like going non-stop, 24/7. It's super reliable, and as you can see, the results are amazing.